At the UN in New York, diplomats say there is now a small window of opportunity for movement in one of the world's longest-running conflicts. At the end of President Trump's administration, Israel signed normalization deals with 4 Arab nations, but there was no progress on the biggest underlying problem, peace between Israelis and Palestinians. At a virtual meeting of the UN Security Council, many countries were represented by their foreign ministers, but because the new US Secretary of State at this point hadn't been confirmed by the Senate, and neither had the new UN ambassador, the United States was represented by its deputy ambassador.
I thought it useful to share with you some of the contours of the US approach to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
What he said was important. For the first time in 4 years, the US is calling for direct talks to lead to a two-state solution. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov added to this, proposing an international conference or ministerial meeting this summer. One of the newest members of the Security Council is Norway, which has had a historic role brokering the Oslo Accords over a quarter of a century ago. The foreign minister told me there was only one way there'll be progress.
There has to be will by both parties. They have to assume responsibility for pushing the talks forward. The Security Council, Norway and others, we can assist. We can do everything we can to lay the foundation for talks. But the parties themselves has to step up.
It's worth noting that the Israeli ambassador said in the meeting that the idea of an international conference was pointless and a distraction. And further complicating things, both Israelis and Palestinians are due to have elections in the coming months. However, some diplomats say that could be a good thing, further shaking up the dynamics surrounding this long-running conflict. James Bays, Al Jazeera, at the United Nations.